Good evening, Acting Mayor and Councillors. My name is June Chow, and I am speaking against the rezoning application at 105 Keefer. I just started my third consecutive term as a director of the Hoi Ping Benevolent Association, which has also submitted a letter reiterating its position of non-support. I was primary caregiver to my grandmother, who lived the last 15 years of her life in a bachelor unit in Chinatown. Our father and grandfather had died, and not wanting to be a burden on the family, she chose to move to Chinatown, where she could be independent but supported and connected within a community. So I know what it means and looks like to age in place in the neighborhood. The rezoning proposal includes 25 seniors low-income housing units so that seniors may age in place. But people don't age in place within a 300 to 400 square foot box. They do so within a community. So what good are the 25 units to seniors when the community they are in and around them becomes steadily erased? Low-income serving shops are much more than businesses, offering language, culture, friendship, and safety and security to seniors and their families when they visit. I speak of Newtown Bakery and Kamguk Yun, also known as Daisy Garden, that is being rebuilt after fire, just up the laneway of 105 Keefer. Council has recognized the importance of such businesses in its research into heritage business designation to offer them protection. Much more qualified speakers have and will continue to question how affordable the 25 units will actually be. What I can speak to is that the rezoning and scale of development being requested at 105 Keefer puts at risk many more than 25 units of existing actual low-income housing nearby. For example, 42 units of the Sana Hotel owned by the Longgong Society across the laneway from 105 Keefer, 38 units of the Ma Society in their newly renovated Heritage Building, and 14 units of the Heritage Yusan Society building, all located on Pender Street. My grandmother lived at Pender in Columbia in senior subsidized housing of the Freemasons at 30% of her old age security, or $375 a month at its highest, not $700. These are housing units that have been made available by Chinese clan associations for generations of low-income Chinese seniors, not by BC Housing, which is paying for the units at 105 Keefer. Keefer Street was meant to be a buffer to protect such business, housing, and heritage assets of the National Historic Site of Pender Street from new development and its pressures. Rezoning at 105 Keefer puts these assets at extreme risk. It also directly undermines the city's investments in the Chinese Society Legacy Program, aimed at stabilizing and rehabilitating Chinatown's 12 Heritage Society buildings, most of them located on Pender. Supporters of the proposal say that the brownfield at 105 Keefer is an eyesore, and I agree. However, our consideration is not over whether or not the proposal is better than the current brownfield. It is also not about whether or not there has been improvement through each redesign. We are being asked to consider whether or not the proposal is good enough, period, which it is not, given the cultural significance of the site. In fact, this proposal represents a huge lost opportunity for the Chinatown community. This is especially true given the city's planning process for the Northeast False Creek area following the removal of the viaducts. Following an April 8, 2017 workshop with Chinatown stakeholders, city staff acknowledged Northeast False Creek's adjacent cultural assets in Chinatown and committed to exploring opportunities to anchor the corner of Keefer and Columbia as the central Chinatown cultural precinct. The opportunity for Columbia Street at Keefer to serve as a significant southern gateway into Chinatown was also recognized. I will refer Council to staff's full workshop notes. Supporters of the proposal are also quick to recognize the developers' 3, maybe 4 years of work on this application. But what about the 40+ years each devoted by Joe Wei, Hayne Wei, Shirley Chan, Fred Ma, George Chow, Bing Tom, and others who have been shaping and stewarding a real vision for Chinatown their entire lives? We are eagles, we are not chicken. 我哋係鷹，我哋唔係雞. Thank you.